Through the lead class, especially with rooming with the other women, you get close to them, you get to know them, you talk to them about things that you might not talk about when the whole class is around. And you find that there are things that you can call on them for, and it's because we have these private, personal conversations, and everybody gets to share a bit of themselves.
From personal experience, not being from Maryland, I've benefited greatly from getting to know, widening my network, and actually getting to know some folks and learning more about the state. The constituents in Maryland need LEAD as much as Maryland needs to have the LEAD program so that agriculture and rural communities can be vibrant.
I've learned a lot about working with people rather than against them. Everything in life, in business, has some aspect of teamwork to it.
I've had to play several roles that I'm not used to in my current job and in the jobs I've had in the past, and that has broadened a whole new horizon for me.
And then when I got to LEAD, I realized that it's okay to trust people, and it's okay to rely on other people that have other qualities that you might not possess.
Being a new person to Maryland, when I first joined LEAD, I was familiar with agriculture in general, but not necessarily as it pertained to Maryland. And I've really, what better way than to travel around the state and learn about the agricultural issues and the rural community issues in each part of the state. So
the thing that challenges me the most is public speaking. They've kind of thrown me into the wolves by asking me to talk in front of the Eastern Shore delegation.
Regulation is needed in many ways. Before I came, I considered it to be, it was done to hurt me. Now I see it's needed to keep everyone together as one, the environmental community and the farming community.
Within LEAD Maryland, I've taken a lot of different responsibilities that I never imagined I would have ever taken in the past, and it's really caused me to learn a lot about myself and to grow personally and professionally.
It was great to be able to go out to Garrett County and be able to see some of the rural communities there and how they operate. To me, the poverty that exists there is very close to the poverty that exists in Baltimore City and other areas. So it kind of makes me feel a little more blessed that what we do here on the shore can be able to be a benefit to the rural communities and then the inner city part area of Baltimore City.
The more people you know, and the more people they know, the stronger your relationships can be, and the more resources you have to go find out.
I will use what I have learned in LEAD to help not only with my position in economic development and agriculture, as an advocate for agriculture and to help with regulations for the industry, but I also use it in my personal life to help continue to grow the friendships that I've made here and develop new network systems. And I've learned a lot about myself through this, so I can use that to continue to grow myself.
One of the biggest things I've learned is how to get along with people from different backgrounds that see things differently from myself. And we all may have different ideas and different visions, but we may have the same goal in mind, and coming together to work towards that goal, we can all do that despite our backgrounds.
So here, the biggest risk I took was to stand up before 300 plus of a lot of them my peers, and talk about the LEAD program. I've never spoken in front of that many people at all. And for me, that was a huge risk, because if I messed up in front of my peers.
I think one of my fondest networking experiences was sitting around at Mac Middleton's house in Annapolis, Senator Mac Middleton, and finding out that he is just a regular guy, just like the rest of us, and that was a really eye-opening experience for me.
Going through the process of rooming with different people, it really does help you get to know that one person better on a one-on-one situation. And so now coming through the process, I can see why the alumni come out really good friends with their class.
My experience with LEAD has informed me about giving back. We've all participated in a symposium, and we have all given time and effort, and a lot of times money, and that has all been very intentional, and what we are doing will be very powerful because of it.
Agriculture is the #1 industry in Maryland, so I feel like anyone who has any vested interest in agriculture needs to leave Maryland.
it gets you to, to see the bigger picture that, you're not just picking tomatoes, you're not just picking up eggs, you're not driving kids around on hay rides, you've got, a bigger role, a bigger part to play.
And when we come together as a group, we bring together our strengths. As a group, we are a strong, dynamic force. As individuals, we only know a piece of the pie, but all together, we're really something to be reckoned with.